Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Vila coming to you with another review of Basketball Wives Orlando, Season 1, Episode 8. Forget Me Not. Child, this episode was a whole fool. You hear me? All right. So please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a growing channel. I would like for you to be a part of my community on the road to 5,000. The more you do like my content, the more it goes through the algorithm and more my people will start to view my content. Now, let's get into this episode. So it's kind of ironic that Neek is having a scene with Nikki because I really didn't think that they were cool like that. But I guess since they had the whole cancer event and everybody started getting into it, and when Nick found out that Milan was telling her business to everybody that would listen, according to Megan and some of the other girls, then there really hasn't been a conversation between Nick and Mulan. So I guess maybe it's forcing her to film with other girls. Seems like it to me. But anyway, but in that same sentence, it almost seems as if Nick was defending Milan because they bring up the whole and then this is where I got confused as well. Because at first it seemed as if they were talking about the cancer event, saying that she went in, that Nikki had went in and went in. She never saw her go in and like that. But then they started talking about the live, saying that she went in on the live. So in my mind, I'm thinking that maybe they chopped this scene to go before the fight. In my mind, I'm thinking that they may have filmed this before the cancer event and then they played this after the cancer event, almost to make it seem like Nick and Mulan are into it. That's what I'm thinking, because she was only talking about when she went live and how Nikki was going in, and Nikki said that she felt bad that she shouldn't have went on live drunk and talked about her ex-boyfriend for the way that she did, and then brought up the whole Mulan thing. But she says, but she don't really care because Milan not her friend, so she don't have to apologize to Milan, even though she still felt as if she shouldn't have went so deep on the live and caused a lot of ruckus when she made the live. Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got out of the scene, because I thought they were going to talk about the whole cancer thing and about Mulan telling all Nick business, but they didn't. And they also said that Nikki and Nick, they hung out before during the summer. So maybe they hung out when they had did the whole pilot situation in the summer. So anyway, it just was weird to me that they had a scene together. And then they were talking about the live that Nikki did instead of actually talking about the cancer event that happened on the previous episode. So it is what it is. But I guess they all cool. Anyway, I don't know. Then you have this scene with Mulan and Ashley. Mulan is saying that she's sick, and she said that she hasn't had the chance to talk to Nick. Now she's bringing up Nick since the cancer event. My thing is this: now Mulan, you and Nick are really, really tight. So why is it so hard for you to talk to her right now? I understand you've been sick, but you can go over to Ashley's place and try on Ashley's clothes. I mean, I don't know, make it make sense. Maybe you're just not talking to Nick right now because you know that you said those things and you don't know how to face her right now. And that's why you sick, because you're guilty. That's what that sickness is, Mulan, is guilt. But anyway, they bring up the whole her and her body conscious. And she said that she had ended up getting surgery. She had got surgery. She got a BBL or whatever when she was 18 years old. She said she had a breast reduction as well. She said because when she would run track, her breasts were really heavy. But child, when you was running on that last scene, that last episode of Basketball Wives, your chest looked heavy then. And I said that you need to wear a support bra. But don't nobody listen to me. But yeah, she said her breasts were heavy and she ended up getting a breast reduction. Now she's saying that her butt is too heavy and she can't run up and down the court like she used to when she played basketball. So she's considering having a butt reduction. Ashley said that she actually had a butt reduction as well because she ended up getting butt shots. And she showed her butt and she said it used to be bigger, but I mean, she's proportioned. And they hugged each other and they said, well, Ashley said that she'll be there for Milan, if she needs her during recovery or whatever. So you have Danny. Danny is trying to find herself. Danny says, I'm going to get back to the old me. And she is starting to make a profile to, I believe, do the speed dating. She was trying to make a profile to do the speed dating. And she said when she was she was taking a compatibility test. And she said when she was making her compatibility test, she didn't know that she liked a lot of the results that came back was people saying that she liked positive affirmations and all that. And she said that she really didn't like a lot of touching. She didn't like a lot of touching, and she didn't like a lot of hugs and things like that. As she was talking to Morgan over the phone, Morgan said, well, you used to be with your dad and y'all played basketball. And she said, maybe that's more masculine. And she really hasn't got into the part of her where I guess she never tapped into that feminine part to where she desired to be touched or, whatever. So I guess pretty much Morgan was telling her just to love with her heart and not her mind. And so Danny said she ready to find her husband. I said, well, find him, girl. Because Rashad don't want you. And he ain't your husband. Okay, so now you have Ashley and her husband. They are about to they're about to be on, I think it's Good Morning America, Wake Up America, one of those shows. They're about to be on one of the morning shows, and they're talking about autism. And Ashley said that her husband found out, I think it was at the age of 31 years old, that he was on the spectrum while he was playing basketball. I believe she said he's the only one on the spectrum in the whole NBA. I'm like, nah, he ain't the only one. Because some of them people up there, they seem like they own it too. They a little different too. But yeah. So they're bringing awareness to what to look for. The husband said that he felt different. Because I know a lot of the signs of being on the spectrum is you're not able to have eye contact. You are sometimes emotionally unavailable. So and you have severe cases to where it could be speech or, it can affect your walking. So for him to be able to still play basketball for 9 years and be successful at it is a good thing. So they're just bringing awareness to it. And side note, don't Ashley and her husband look alike? I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they look alike. She just looked kind of white and he looked black, but they look they both, yeah. Anyway. All right, so now you have the three girls, they went on the speed dating. It seemed like it was kind of fun when I looked at it. I was like, okay, well, this is something. So I remember didn't Evelyn and Shawnee go on the speed dating on Basketball Wives? Was it LA? I remember they had did something like that. So now these girls are going up. Danny said 3 of the single people. So I guess ain't none of them got no man, so they going on speed dating. And it was pretty cool for what it was. I don't know. One of the guys, I think it was Nikki was talking to, she was asking him questions and he was saying, what did he say? It is what it is, or whatever it is, or well, anyway, whatever he said, he was saying the same answer for every question, which was weird. And then Danny, let me see, one of Danny's people, that was weird, but she ended up liking the dude with these little plaits. She said he was kind of cute and he had a job. Oh, Danny also talked to a guy. He said that he was a singer, songwriter, actor, or whatever. And Danny said, Chad, he ain't got no job. I said, he trying to get on this TV show, so maybe you could help him get a job. But anyway, I wouldn't have talked to him either. I wouldn't have really talked to one of them people. And then the host of the dating the host of the dating, speed dating, he says they did something a little different this time. They allowed the women to go and find which man they like. And Nikki and Morgan, they ended up selecting the same man. Then some other random girl selected the same man. Oh, side note, the man that they all selected, he gave Nikki a massage and all that stuff. But tell me why when Morgan went to go and wipe his face because he was sweating, I guess he was nervous. I don't know. He probably was drunk, child. Why when she reached over with the towel to wipe his face, her whole titty came out. I said, girl, put your titty back up. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. But child, Morgan said, ain't nothing but a little titty aside. Okay. But I guess it was a cool little episode. All right, so now you have Morgan. She went to her doctor, the same doctor that gave her the breast reduction. She went to him and he pretty much said that this is not going to be a regular reduction because come to find out now, because Morgan didn't say this when she was talking to Ashley, but she said this when she talked to the doctor. She got butt shots and she got a BBL. And I was like, dang, which came first? The quarter of the horse? Was it the BBL and then the butt? But she got butt shots. So it's like some type of liquid foreign object that's inside of her body. And so many people get these butt shots. And then when it finds out that these foreign objects that are in your body, they can cause more harm than good. A lot of people go back to try to take them out. But what happens is when you try to take that mess out, because he said if it was just a regular BBL, that's fat. But you have these objects, they have to really go in and do reconstructive surgery. They have to cut it out along with the fat, so it can leave indentions. So it's like you'll have to get a butt reduction along with the constructive surgery and everything else. Look at K Michelle. Shoot, she had a series on K Michelle, my what is it? My Crazy Body or something like that. But a lot of people are now starting to resent getting those butt shots because people get what is it? They get the lupus and they get all these other different ailments that they wouldn't get unless they had these foreign objects in their body. And so the doctor was like, look, it's something, I mean, if you want to do it, but this is not an overnight decision. You need to wait and pray and ask the Lord to help you through this, because this could be life or death at the end of the day. And I like that he was being very, very real with her, because it could be. So she has a lot to think about. Danny went on another date with a guy that she's been seeing for a while. He's a sports agent. I mean, I don't know what to say. I didn't, he from Orlando. Is that why he got them gold teeth? Like, and I was like, is that, maybe that's a grill. Maybe he was just trying to put a grill in for the TV show. Cause I didn't like his mouth. I did not. Ooh, his mouth. And she's sitting over there smiling and stuff. Maybe that's a pop in and a pop out grill, cause that mess looked crazy. But he said he 31. He ready to settle down. He wants to make sure his family good and more. And Danny said she like a man that take care of his family, his kids, his baby mama, make sure everybody's straight and all that stuff. Cause she said unlike Rashad, we ain't got to worry about all that, right? So. Yeah, unlike Rashad, he ain't worried about if she's straight or not, because let Mackenzie tell it. Let Mackenzie tell it she trying to run around and hunt for rent from Rashad, old sorry sucker. Anyway, so this is the day of the event. Okay, so all the girls are there. Now, Megan has been prepping for this event. Now, they have been showing her throughout the episode, her prepping. She meeting up with these other two girls. I didn't get their name. Apparently, they do sex podcast a lot. They talk about their lives, sex lives, so they don't have to talk about theirs or something that they said. And then Megan is inviting Phor, and Phor was Nikki's boyfriend. And Nikki has expressed to anyone that would listen how Phor took her good years from her. Cheating on her and all this other stuff, right? Phor from Black Ink Crew Chicago. So Megan, okay, and it's so funny how Megan said that Megan called Milan Messy Milan. And now Ashley is calling Maggie Messy Megan. So I guess if y'all just got M's in front of y'all name, that's gonna be messy. Cause all y'all messy, but I told y'all last episode that doggone Megan is the messiest one out of all them. And then messy Megan. Megan, when she was talking to them girls, she was giving them girls air quotes like they really ain't my friends like that. And she don't care if they get mad because this is about her. It ain't about them. Mainly she was talking about Nikki. She said, I didn't tell Nikki. I didn't call Nikki. I didn't warn Nikki because she didn't want Nikki to talk her out of it because she said she's trying to grow her podcast, right? She had photo shoots and everything. So she's trying to grow her podcast and get it to the next level to where she can travel. Because she said she wanted to be the next Wendy Williams. And then she almost fell off them TVs that she was taking that picture on. Okay, so it's kind of ironic that Megan can talk about everybody and tell them how messy they are, but then you go back around and do the things that the other people are doing. I don't know. I don't get it, but this is this show. And also Megan seems like she's already like, if you're fighting, you're getting kicked out. If you're arguing, you're getting kicked out. Like, okay, but y'all can go to other events and argue and tear up tables and all that stuff, and it's not a problem. But it's cool when you do it, but it's a problem when somebody else do it. I almost wanted somebody to flip over a table at this event, because, girl. Anyway, so now this is the day of the event. All the girls come, and it's crazy when Nikki got here, she had something to say about Mulan being there. Like, why is Mulan even here? You ain't even friends with Megan. Child, you ain't even friends with Megan either. So why are you there? If y'all so much quote unquote friends, then your friends should have told you that your ex-boyfriend that took you down through hell and back, that he was gonna be there, right? So anyway, now she looking like just like what Milan said that when Megan came out, she was already nervous and shaking. Now, this is the start of the event. Megan came out, she was nervous and she was shaking, and she gave her disclaimers about everybody. If you fight, you can lead this, woo, 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 woo. But mind you, I believe, was it before she came out, she had all kind of fire eaters there. She had all kind of child dancers taking off their tops. It was one big sex show. That's what it looked like. It just looked like a lot of stuff in the air, a lot of pheromones or whatever in the air. Okay, so now everybody is settled. Megan comes out, and Megan introduced Phor from Black Ink Crew Chicago. Child, Nikki is looking like, I know she didn't. Like, I know she didn't just have this man here after we already talked about how he treated me and all of this stuff. But from what I understand, now, I really didn't watch Black Ink Crew Chicago, but reading some of the comments, people were saying that Nikki isn't innocent because she is the one that pursued Phor. Like, she is the one that got jealous of somebody named Kay or whoever. She was the one that was jealous and started fighting all these other girls because she kept saying he quote unquote cheated on her. So that's what a lot of people were saying. But I was just like, well, I mean, okay. Now Phor comes out because Megan introduces him. So he comes out, and Mulan says that Phor looks like the wolf. What is it? What is the Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf? So apparently Nikki is I'm like, did y'all playing that? So Nikki is the Red Riding Hood, and Phor coming out looking like a big black wolf. Anyway, so child, he sit down and they ask him all these crazy questions. Like, how did you get started? When did you start doing this? He said the first time he got his butt kicked, I guess he like being beat because he do BDSM. So he like being beat up, tagged, gagged, bound up, put in dog cages. Child, he like when you walk him like a dog. He like somebody to whoop him, chains and whips, and lock him up in a closet for 3 days. He like all of this stuff. Child, he said he is free. He is liberated. He believe in all the goods and evils of the sexuals. And he says that when he really found out who he was and what he liked, he's happy and he's free. And he like to get his butt played with all kind of stuff. Y'all know what I mean when it's all kind of stuff. He like it in his butt. So he's into it. And while he's sitting there talking about all his escapades, you have Nikki just sitting there looking crazy. Like, and everybody is in their confessional like, Megan, no, she Megan, no, she wrong for having this boy. Yeah, I would have just went home. I would have just went home. I would have just. He then threw his legs up in the air. He up there biting on his fingernails. Child, he up there twitching like a Timex watch. I'm just like, what is going on in the name of like, forget me, please, not forget me, not please forgive me. If I was Nikki, I just probably would have left. I couldn't have sat there that whole time. And everybody know that I used to date this man. That's embarrassing. I used to date this man, and he talking about he like to get walked like dogs and put in cages, and he do all the evil stuff, like come on, the weirdo stuff. Like, I mean, some people now, if y'all into that, you into it, but I ain't. So things like that are foreign to me. It's weird. So I ain't into it. But that mess is crazy. I was just like, exit stage left for real, for real. So I don't know. I just thought that was crazy. But anyway, y'all look at Nikki face. Oh my God. But anyway, y'all, this is Sheila B. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you thought about this episode. Yes, Megan is messy. Messy Megan, messy Megan. I told y'all that girl was messy. That girl ain't a friend of nobody but herself. That's it. The only friend she know is her. But all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.